Hey guys, Thunderset here, telling you about a new deck that revolves around new cards we just got from our Odion event, and that is Statue of Anguish pattern and the first Monarch. So let's start with the new cards and what they do. Statue of Anguish pattern. Special summon the card as an effect monster. He's level 7, he only has 2500 defense, 0 attack. If summoned this way, this card cannot be targeted by an opponent's card effects while you control another trap card that is a monster. So trap card that is a monster. And if this card is special summoned from your spell or trap zone to the monster zone while this card is a monster, you can target one card on the field and destroy it. So when another trap monster is summoned while he's already on the field, you get to destroy one card on the field. And yeah, pretty fun, pretty useful. So we're also using the first Monarch. He's special summoned as an effect monster. He's level 6. He's 2400 defense, 1000 attack. It's like an inverse Monarch stat. And when he's special summoned, you can discard one card, name an attribute, and he'll now count as 2 tributes for that attribute. So pretty useful. How we're utilizing that, we're using Heavy Starter, and we're using 2 tribute monsters. So we're using Witch Raider for back row, she'll destroy a bunch of back row. We're using Desire for monsters, because he's just a great way to remove monsters, and he removes Neos, he removes all those face down Shazanks, he removes the face down Gale Lizards, stuff like that. Really fun. And we're also running Obelisk just because we're able to get them out. Even if you just have Anguish pattern and a first Monarch, and then anything else in your hand with an Obelisk, you can set these two, use them both, you get to destroy one card, you get to use his effect, discard one card, choose Divine. Now you can tribute him and these two for an Obelisk and swing. Pretty cool stuff. We're also using Power of the Guardian for Desire. So Desire can use his effect freely and still gain back some of his attack with Power of the Guardian. Real useful. We're using Sphere Kuriboh because our spell zones are usually taken up by stuff. And we're using one Shape Sister because she's a monster that becomes she's a trap that becomes a monster, so she will trigger Anguish pattern. She's pretty useful. She opens the door to synchros. We're using basic synchros like Archfiend, Stardust, and Gigantic Castle. You almost never use that. She's just used as the monster and as a tribute. So it's a pretty fast deck where it's consistent through Heavy Starter. It was really easy to get Heavy Starter triggering in our duels. So hope you guys enjoy the replays. Thanks. So this deck is pretty fun. It's pretty reactive to the meta. Oop, let me switch this. It's pretty reactive to the meta. Statue of Anguish pattern is just a pretty cool card. It's pretty fast. Odion shows us the right way to use it, to just chain it through things. So here I think this is just a quick OTK to show you. Let's see. Yep, so here we have a God Hand. This is what you want. You want your Anguish pattern, set that. Set your first Monarch. Keep the Shape Sister in hand. There we go. Now it's his turn. Sets one monster. He's about to end phase. We summon our first Monarch. Chain Anguish pattern to it. That way Anguish pattern is going to be first. Then first Monarch comes, triggers his effect. We get to destroy a monster. We select Divine for our first Monarch. We destroy Legendary Secret of the Sixth Sam, so he kind of bricked. Now we get to summon Obelisk and win the game. Crazy fast, crazy OTK stuff. Can't leave the field too vulnerable versus this deck because we'll come in here. So pretty fun, pretty cool. So this next replay should be a little longer, a little more drawn out. We're finding just tons of Neos on the ladder. People are just trying to get Loomis and Umbra skills, so they're just throwing Neos decks out there. It's all cancerous. So let's see what kind of Neos deck we're fighting here. I don't think he uses a skill to start. We use Heavy Starter, it lets your enemy know. Not a very good hand at all. We don't want to see 2 monsters. You really just want one of your big boss monsters. One at a time. So he sets one, uses the Neos Fusion, set a Bacon Saber. Beats down. We let it go through. We don't have to use our Kuriboh or our statue. Just take the damage. Now it's our turn. We pull into just what we need. Trap monster, first Monarch. It's coming at us again. Here, we use our first Monarch. Chain our statue of Pattern Anguish. That means he's going to come out first. He comes out second. Activates our effect. We activate our first Monarch effect first. Discard our Witch Raider. He now becomes Divine. 2 tribute for Divine. Anguish Pattern's effect goes off. We aim for the back row because there's no point in aiming for the Neos. So he tries to Treacherous. Now keep in mind, you can't target Pattern when there's another trap monster on the field. So he has to target his Neos. So he probably didn't know that. Has to target his Neos. Targets the first Monarch. Uses his Neos Fusion to stop it. Here, we use Sphere Kuribo to protect our Pattern. Now we're safe. So, we went for all of it. We wanted Obelisk instead of Witch Raider. So, we had to pay for it now. We don't have anything. We get another Sphere Kuribo. He sets one, beats down, gets hit with another Sphere Kuribo again, protecting our statue of Anguish Pattern. Now we get just what we need, another trap monster. He does not have a Neos Fusion ready to go anymore. I do this right in the draw phase. Divine Dragon. Target the Neos. Destroyed. Now he has 2 face down. We get another statue of Anguish Pattern. We attacked with 1800. He's down to 22. He has 2 face downs. Use our Pattern right at his end phase. He was going to end. That lets us target a card. We hit 1 back row. It was just a Wrath of Neos, a bluff. So we summon all 3. Bring out the Obelisk. He gets hit with a Bacon Saver. But that's okay. We have another Swamp Mirror in the grave or in the spell zone, but he surrenders. Nothing to answer to Obelisk. Crazy stuff. It's so crazy we're even getting Obelisk out consistently with this deck. Pretty fun, pretty fast stuff, guys. So we've mostly been dealing with Obelisk, but really my favorite, oh no, this isn't, my favorite's Desire, but I'll get into that in another replay. So here, you get to see Witch Raider shine. She's always very strong. And I think there will be more Obelisk in this one too. So we get Heavy Starter, we're fighting a Toon World. Try to keep this one quick. So, as you can see, we do have our Witch Raider, we're going second though. Witch Raider's live just with traps. So it's Toon World, he gets a Toon Mermaid, summons a Toon Summon Skull. I think this is going to be an easy duel, not even worth a replay. We get another first Monarch, get rid of our Shape Sister and a first Monarch. Hit all his spell cards, get Floodgated, but we're still going to destroy a lot. Destroy the monster, destroy Canadia, destroy Toon World, destroying everything. Set a Swamp Mirror and our other first Monarch. He sets 1, he's just in top deck mode now. So we special summon our Swamp Mirror. That activates his Canadia. Canadia goes into defense. We swing with Swamp Mirror, get Dimensional Prison. So he's banished for good. He still has a defense position Canadia. We set a first Monarch, bring out a first Monarch, 1000 attack. That's enough to swing over Canadia. He's still just barely with any resources. Plays a Toon Table of Contents, searches a Toon Mermaid, which means he probably has Field Spell, Toon Kingdom. Plays it, sets his Mermaid, now he has a nice wall. We're still trying to come back. We pull an Obelisk, special summon another first Monarch, that's 3 monsters. Obelisk is live, swing into the Toon Mermaid. She has some protection from Kingdom though, so it's still going to be a mission, it's still going to be tough. Another Toon Mermaid, it's got a big old wall. Get a Swamp Mirror again, swing in, we gotta drain his resources, he has to banish a card face down to protect a monster. Normal summons his Toon Dark Magician Girl, attacks with the Mermaid first, we let it go through since he takes 500 damage to do that. Now we block the Toon Dark Magician Girl. So now we have options. Now our Swamp Mirror can swing over her and our Obelisk if he tries to protect her, or we can do damage to this Toon Mermaid. We're gonna choose to do damage. So here we do 2600 with Obelisk, 400 with Swamp Mirror. That's just enough so she cannot attack us this turn. We have another Swamp Mirror waiting face down. Here goes Toon Dark Magician Girl, he sets 1. We take 2000 damage. Obelisk is still out there doing the most. She can't stop us, probably something that needs to target. We just swing into the Toon Dark Magician Girl and we win. So lots of Obelisk, guys. Lots of Obelisk plays. Let's get it. So like I was saying before, my real favorite is Desire, because Desire just dances around so much that's relevant in the meta right now. So I really made this deck with Desire in mind. If I had 3 Desire, I'd probably play 3 Desire. Somehow, some way. Maybe less Fear Karibo, but yeah, 3 Desire. Desire, he's just so strong against what people do. So here we have a Desire in hand, Anguish pattern, 2 sets. He sets a monster to back row. We're gonna summon our Anguish patterns. That's gonna get one of their effects off. There goes 1, there goes 2, 1 effect. We aim for a back row, hit a Gravity Lash, so we know this guy is a super stall deck. Get another first Monarch. Now in case you're wondering, we are going to get both of their effects in one monster. Here, he gets a Swordswoman. We let us take that 1000 damage. Summon our first Monarch. That is, we're going to use his effect and choose Dark. Throw away a Swamp Mirror. Both our pattern statues are going to activate. We hit a back row. We hit another back row. He chains a Gravity Lash to his own Amazoness woman. Now she's dangerous. That's why the beauty of Desire's effect, we just remove her, no problem. Swing into what was likely a Cypher Soldier since she's so stalling. Now look at this field, pretty strong. He sets a monster, sets a back row, we still have our Desire. Normal summon a Witch Raider, destroy a Spike Shield and Sword. Get rid of a Cypher Soldier with his effect. We didn't have lethal, but he didn't feel like being in top deck mode, so he left. So this thing's really cool, guys. I mean, with Heavy Starter, you're always going to have a boss monster in hand. And with all these trap monsters, there's just so many ways to get tribute summons off, to get meaningful tribute summons. We have meaningful monsters to actually tribute summon. And Statue of Anguish pattern, he's setting up your tribute summons and getting aggressive with the destroying the card. So it's pretty interesting, pretty fun way to play this deck. Hope you guys are farming Odion well out there. I don't think it's going to be in the meta or breaking the meta, but make sure you get some copies of him. He's probably one of the best, if not the best, trap monster out there. So make sure you guys farm him well. Alright, thanks a lot.